one season and 2 different mythic skins. What does this mean for Overwatch 2? Hi everybody, my name is Abby. Let's start talking about the little mythic skin controversy that's been going around with this upcoming season. Now, on paper, this does look nice that, hey, in a season we'll have more choice and options to pick something we like. We don't know how many more mythic weapon skins, or if they're going to continue this trend where they'll give a mythic weapon skin to a character and then another character will get an actual, full mythic skin. We don't know the future plans. I really wish Blizzard would actually come out and kind of talk to us, other than just hyping up that, oh, hey, we have a Calamity Empress Ash skin and the Bound Demon Reinhardt weapon skin. And it's a little bit confusing. There's a lot of frustrating points that I want to talk about. So let's not waste any time and get started with the video. So obviously, usually from the Premium Battle Pass, you are going to be making 80 Mythic Prisms. And usually those prisms that you are going to be making will be going straight into the mythic skin, which in this case for this season is Calamity Empress Ash. Now, for the first time ever, they've introduced a mythic weapon. It's being given to our fan favorite tank, Reinhardt. Good choice to start with for what it's worth. And it's called Bound Demon Reinhardt weapon skin. Now, the weapon skin itself is actually amazing. If you look at this animation over here, when he throws a fire strike, there's like lava dripping all over. Or I don't know what you want to call this. Like, I think it looks cool. It's got all this lava oozing out. When he hits an earth shatter, every target that gets hit by it drops to the floor and kind of explodes somewhat, and they get like a spell circle, demon circle, hell circle left behind, whatever you want to call it. And I think, if I read it correctly on the blog post, that if you're hitting people with the axe, then the axe itself will begin to heat up and then at some point ooze lava. I'm not entirely sure that last part, but I do believe I read it right. So overall, it's pretty cool. Also, the Ash skin itself isn't that bad. I saw a video showcasing the skin. Can't show it here because, other people's content and everything, so I can't necessarily showcase it without permission. But it is pretty nice. Like, you guys can find it out there and it's showcased, and it's got some really nice sound effects, and overall the skin is pretty cool. Now, that aside, the art part of it is always nice, but now the real part of it, which is the money part, how bad is it? Both the skins basically cost the entire same thing. Like, you need 80 Mythic Prisms to unlock Calamity Ash and all the customizations and everything that come with it. And you need 80 Mythic Prisms, if I'm not mistaken, to unlock the Reinhardt weapon and then the weapon inspect that comes with it. Now I'm going to rant about this. They made us wait 3 years for weapon inspects. And instead of just giving weapon inspects for free like every other game does, they decided to monetize weapon inspects. Team 4, Blizzard, I understand this is your marketing and sales department and all that type of stuff. I know this is not on the art team, this isn't on the balance team and all that jazz. I get it. There's different departments doing different things and deciding how they're going to go about it. But if I'm not wrong and if I'm not mistaken, there has not been a single video game that I can name on top of my head that has ever monetized weapon inspects. What? Like, this is like, it's so hard to support them because I'm excited for this season. People that follow this channel know that I'm a big Kamen Rider fan. I'm a big Tokusatsu fan. This season, it's a very special season for me. Pink Mercy's coming back. I've had people in my family who had gone through things with breast cancer, so I will be donating and trying to support this cause, as all the proceedings do go to the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. And, it's nice that Blizzard was able to do this. It's nice that they were able to do a Tokusatsu season. It's nice that they are trying this new quick play hack. The new push map is coming in. Transformers collab, unlock a legendary Aztec Sombra skin. But when it comes to this new mythic thing, before I talk about the skins, why is a weapon inspect locked behind such a big price tag? Come on, man. Like, who? Like, I don't understand. Why do you guys make it so difficult to just, get a big dub, like a dub all around, no else, just dubs? And, I don't know what to say, man. What do you guys think? Do you think that's a nice thing? You're a lunatic if you say that it is a nice thing that they monetize weapon inspects, but I might be crazy. I don't know if this is a weapon inspect or not, but with the way they were describing it in the description, it is literally a weapon inspect. And I'm sorry, there's just no justification for that, okay? There's no justification for monetizing weapon inspects. Anyways, moving on from that, moving on to the next one. Now, in this season, technically, the nice thing is the fact that we do have a choice. If you aren't a DPS player and you exclusively play tank, or maybe you're not a fan of the Ash skin, you're like, hey, I don't got anything to spend my Mythic Prisms on. Well, you know, I'm a tank player, I like playing Rhino, I might pick up that weapon. That's great, you know. Then you might be the other way around. Maybe you don't play tank, you know, like, hey, you know what? Ryan is kind of a cosmetic in the tank category anyway, most of the time. Okay, I'm joking, he's not that bad nowadays. And I play Ashe, I play DPS, I play hitscan DPS. This is an amazing skin. It's Hela and Rita Repulsa put together in one thing, and it looks amazing, which is great, you know. So if you want, get the skin. However, there is this thing where, let's say you want both things, and unfortunately that massive price tag that, if I'm not mistaken, $70, if I'm not mistaken, or 70 euros is the price tag for the mythic weapon or a mythic skin, and that's to get all the customizations and unlocks and everything. That is pretty damn ridiculous. And the fact that, if I'm not mistaken, in this premium battle pass, Blizzard has not given us more mythic prisms. The least they could have done was give more mythic prisms, so that, let's say, okay, if I bought the premium battle pass, you know, the $10, I'm leveling it up. Okay, I make enough, like I make 80 mythic prisms, I unlock the Ashe skin. And then I also want the Reinhardt one. Okay, well, I have like 40 left over. I can pay like maybe 30, 20 euros if I really want to get a few more mythic prisms, and then I get the Ryan skin. At least it'll cut it down somewhat. I'll get somewhat of a discount, you know. But the fact that that isn't even being offered, the fact that they haven't adjusted anything, Blizzard, man, what the fuck are you guys doing with this shit, man? Like, I'm sorry for the language. I'm sorry for this. Like, this is the shit that pisses me off. Like, I've been trying to be positive about Overwatch. I've been trying so hard. I praise the crap out of the skins, even though some of them or most of them are recolors. I understand the things that have happened with the art team and the layoffs. They laid off half or 90% of the people in the lore team. 90% of the art team has been laid off. I understand that this is legitimately the skeleton crew doing their level best, and I understand that they need money, and this is pretty much them showing us that, hey, we need money. They even brought out all the lifeguard skins. Like, they were like, oh, that lifeguard Mercy skin sold like pancakes, let's just take the textures and apply it to like a bunch of other popular characters and see how that does. And, you know, that's all nice and dandy, you know, make your money, I ain't gonna judge, you know, you gotta pay the bills and you got workers to support and everything. But my problem is, like, you also have to improve your community reception. You have to improve the way you interact with your customers in a way. You can't just pull shit like this, because look, I'm somebody who does play Ashe, and I'm also somebody that plays a lot of Reinhardt. And, you know, for me, like, I'm in the situation where I do want both of these things. I do want the Calamity Empress Ashe, and I do want Bound Demon Reinhardt. But I'm not gonna, like, sit here and shell out $70 for a company that couldn't, you know, finish even the story mode or basic PvE mode for their game. Again, I understand the Bobby Kotick situation. I understand the Microsoft layoff situation. But, man, come on, man. Like, what have you done to earn this, like, a comfort of, oh yeah, our customers are pretty much willing to pay this type of money? Look, if you are going to pay and get an extra mythic or whatever or things like that, more power to you. I'm not judging you for your money. You know, buy your happiness. I ain't gonna judge you for that, right? It's about the integrity. It's about, like, it's about how do I explain this? Like, you know, English is not my first language and all that bakwas, but how do I explain this? It's about doing the community right, okay? The thing that pisses me off is not only this is the situation with the Mythic Prisms, it's the same thing with Overwatch's Battle Pass. Every good Battle Pass allows you to remake your money and then pay off the next Battle Pass, or they give you a little bit more. Fortnite actually allows you to make almost double the V-Bucks that you buy for a Battle Pass. And, you know, that's a pretty nice thing to have, because then you encourage people spending in the shop, and maybe if they need a little bit more, they buy your currency and do that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, why don't you increase the Mythic Prisms to like 110 or 100 even, okay? And give people like, hey, by the way, like, isn't the premium Battle Pass pretty tempting? You can get the Mythic Prisms. You can discount the, like, this skin or that skin if you want 2 in 1 season or something. Like, you guys get what I'm saying here? Like, there's ways to do this so that the customer's like, okay, this is where they still make their money and we still get somewhat of a discount, so I don't have to pay 70 bucks if I want both in one go. Which is, again, like, man, 70 bucks, Blizzard, come on. Like, again, I understand this isn't Team 4's decision. I understand this is the marketing thing. The execs, they sit down and they're like, no, we're going to do this and you're going to have to sit there and like it. But we don't care what the players think. Unfortunately, that's been the executives of Blizzard for a long time. And it doesn't matter whether it's Bobby Kotick that came and left. It doesn't matter whether it's, you know, now Microsoft. It is intentionally clear that they do want to make money. And of course, it is a business, and I'm not going to fault them at that, but I do think Overwatch needs something more than just money. They need goodwill, good word of mouth, and that's something Overwatch has been struggling with. It is nice that they're allowing us to unlock the legendary Aztec Sombra skin, but what about the people that bought the legendary Aztec Sombra skin? Again, this is where I think like Overwatch needs to do a better job of just, okay, instead of legendary Aztec Sombra, we recolor it and give away the recolor for free. Like, they could have made this purple and white, and then they gave this away, or purple and yellow, whatever the color scheme, like maybe, you know, red and blue or whatever, and they could have given away that, hey, unlock legendary Aztec Sombra version 2.0 or something like that. Like, hey, it's a season that's full of recolors anyway, but you know, like, if the people that bought it, like, can you compensate them? Maybe give back like 50% of the money that they might have spent on that skin. Like, this is the thing, right? If you're gonna do recolors, then be smart about it. Like, oh, we're gonna give away this skin from the shop. Okay, well, how about you just give away a recolor instead of, you know, hey, you know, you spent money on this thing. Yeah, well, you got early access. Now we're gonna give it away to people because it didn't sell. Because, you know, that's how this shit works. It's like they give away the skins that basically don't sell that much. And that's how they think they were gonna get a good will with the community. Again, this is nice, but I think all of this can be done better. In my personal opinion, the Battle Pass needs an update. I will do a more in-depth video on this in the near future about Overwatch 2 needs to improve its Battle Pass, and here's how. But for now, I'll give you guys like the basic of it. Overwatch's Battle Pass needs to let you make back all 1,000 coins. I don't want to hear it, man. Like, what is this shit? Why do I only make 600? I get it, Blizzard. You want me to pay you the 500 the next season so I can then use that 1,000 on the next Battle Pass in case I didn't spend that 600 on a skin, you know, and the same thing applies to that too. And okay, whatever. They need to increase the Mythic Prisms that they give you. Like, this is not a debate, Blizzard. Give more Mythic Prisms. If you're going to start expanding the Mythic shop, which is, you know, good for you, make your money, but at least have a little bit of mercy towards your consumers that do want to support you. Make the Battle Pass look better, because your Battle Pass doesn't look that good when you actually think about what they're trying to do with the game. Like, oh, all these other games actually account for these things, that, hey, you know what, like in Fortnite, they let you make back more than just the normal V-Bucks, and you guys know where I'm going with this. So those are the two things. Mythic Prisms and the Overwatch currency needs an improvement in the current Battle Pass right now. Seriously, please, for the love of God, improve it in the next coming seasons or whatever. It's really not that difficult. You get goodwill. You need all the goodwill and the good word of mouth that you can get. And then finally, if you are going to give away skins from the shop, for the love of God, can you just make it a recolor? I didn't buy legendary Aztec Sombra skin, and the people that I did see, like, you know, buy the skin were upset. They're like, hey, well, I bought this skin and now they're giving it away. And I get it, other games do it too, but we can do it better. And hey, if we're gonna end up making so many recolors anyway, why don't we just take 1 more hour to just change the color palette of legendary Aztec Sombra and give that away? Is that really that hard? The question mark? Anyways, everybody, that's going to be it for this video on this round. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be live streaming maybe sometime later tonight after this video goes up, so do drop by. I will look forward to seeing you guys. And for the first time ever, this channel will have a giveaway. I really want to give back to all the love and support you guys have been giving. I'll be announcing that on my Twitter, so do follow my Twitter at AbbyAZK. But that's it. See you in tomorrow's video and the live stream later today.